Hello and welcome along to round 2 of season 1 of ETGT League. We are at the Nürburgring for the first endurance race of the season. There will be one race today instead of 2 like there was in the first round. 16 lapper. There are soft tyres and medium tyres that the competitors will have to run on today. So as we look at the season calendar here, yes, round 2 at the Nürburgring GP Circuit. 16 laps, and it's going to be quite exciting actually because there's double points on offer. So the person who first gets 50 points instead of the usual 25 for a race victory, since this race is in double in length. Let's have a look at the point standings here, and we can see that Harry Ryan is in the lead thanks to his great performance at Dragon Trail last round. He is ahead of Peter Donga and Chris Padajak, who's just ahead of Mitchell Collin. And I think Michael Papa down there in 7th will really be looking to move up the grid here because he showed some really good pace. He just wasn't able to make first race in the first round. And as we take a look at the team's standings here before we head on to the grid, Coca-Cola Racing is ahead of Team 53, which is ahead of Hungry Jacks Racing, which is just ahead of Colin Racing Team. So pretty much the same top 4 that's in the Drivers' Championship. The first 2-car squad of CP Motorsports is all the way down there in 7th. And Ford are 3 points ahead of Mercedes in the Manufacturers' Championship. So it's time to head down to the grid now. After the qualifying session that just happened, we can see how the competitors are lining up for round 2. We are down here on the grid for round 2 of season 1 of ETGT. Let's see how the competitors line up after qualifying. In pole position, M. Papa for CP Motorsports. In second place, Harry Ryan for Coca-Cola Racing. The Mercedes AMG GTs locking out the front row there. In third position for Team 53, Peter Dongo. Fourth position, Chris Padajak, driving for Hungry Jacks Racing. Fifth place, and making his debut for ETGT League, Bazar in the BMW M3 for Team Green. Sixth place, also making his race debut, Steve Shadlow for BWT Rockstar Racing. And his teammate up here in 7th position, Chris Turnbull. 8th place for Castro Racing, Trent Fuller. 9th place in the Lexus, Fletcher Sermon. 10th place, Fezza for Jaguar Racing. 11th position, Jordan Crane in the Ford Mustang. 12th place and making his race debut as well, Kieran Watts. 13th position is Andy Waite for the other Team Green car. And rounding out the grid in last position, B1 in the other CP Motorsports car. Well, that's how the grid lines up for this race. Let's get back to the commentary box and get things going. The lights are counting down here on the grid. 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Oh, look at that, Chris Padajak gets a great start yet again. He's up at third, he's up next to Harry Ryan. Papa's still in the lead as we head down into turn 1. Are they all going to make it cleanly into here? Look, they're 4 wide, 5 wide even. Chris is on the inside there. Oh, everything's alright. Oh, there's carnage in the back there. Was that B1 going off track? As we look at the grid there, the pack's forming. Oh, Jordan Crane spun out. Oh, he's hit Fletcher. I think there's a bit of chaos here at the pack. Fletcher tries to dive down the inside there with Kieran Watts there. Oh, look, it's B1. B1 is the... Oh, he's hit Fletcher there now too. Oh, as he shoves Kieran off the track there. Well, B1's definitely going to have to report to the stewards after this race, I think. With all the carnage and damage he's caused. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's absolutely beached it. With some help there from the other guys who I don't think were happy with his performance there. Oh dear. Oh, and he's fully done a 360 as we head to the start of the grid here. So Papa's kept it clean at first. Harry Ryan there in second place. As they go on the roof of the Coca-Cola Mercedes. With Chris Padajak there trailing on the Jaguar. Oh, is he going to make a move on the first lap? No. Keeps it clean. And we've got Peter Dongo here in 4th place. He's waiting for Chris Badajak up ahead to serve, set the 1 second penalty. And off he goes. So after such a great start there on the first lap, Chris is now back down to 4th. Fez is up there in 5th. Oh, is he about to make a move on the other Jaguar? He is. Oh, he dives down the inside, but doesn't make the pass. We've got Steve Shadlow there in the BWT Rockstar Corvette, 6th place, ahead of Trent Fuller there in 7th. As we finish lap 1 of this 16-lap endurance race, everyone has to use both compounds of tyres here, softs and mediums. Some people started on the softs, some people started on the mediums. Some different strategies going on here in the grid as we head down into turn 1 here. The Bazza in 8th is hunting down Trent. Bit of argy-bargy going on in the first lap between everyone, but they're all starting to sort themselves out now, I think. There's Bazza makes a move down there on Trent, the inside. The argy-bargy keeps going. He's right on board with Trent. I think he's made up a few positions from the starting grid, but still, I'd like to capitalise on the carnage. As we've got Chris Turnbull chasing down Trent Fuller. We're going to make a pass down here on the hairpin. No, he doesn't quite make it. Let's get down the pack here a bit more. Jordan Crane, he's recovering from the spin that he had on lap 1 there. I think thanks to B1 or someone shoving him off. Got some damage there on the front. You can see the paint chips. And Kieran Watts, he's well down. With Fletcher just behind him there. Is he going to line up a pass actually? Oh, he thinks about it. Yes, he's got it. Fletcher makes the move as we head towards the end of lap 2. At the start of lap 3. Then Nomi's down there in 13th. With B1, well, he's in the gravel again. No surprises there. As we finish lap 2, Pup is in the lead ahead of Harry Ryan, the 2 AMG Mercedes cars, on home turf here at the Nurburgring. As the sun's setting here on the racetrack. Harry Ryan in 2nd place ahead of Peter Dongo in 3rd. And Chris Padajak there in 4th. These guys having the pack to themselves here. And Shadlow's made the move there on Fezza. He goes in a little bit deep. Oh, Fezza's got the outside. But I think Steve's going to keep the position. Oh, he just manages to stay ahead. It's right on board with the Jaguar driver here. So Fezza's had some solid pace this season. I think he's finished 7th in every race so far. The 2 races we've had a Joker trial. Even though we've only had 1 round. So this round is the endurance round. We've only got the 1 race. So this is race 3 of the championship at round 2. So Fezza's holding station there behind Steve Shadlow. With Bazza right behind him. Eager in the BMW, who's also on home turf, and he's tried to make the pass down the inside there. He sits behind the Jaguar. Now the BMW sounds great. It's the smallest motor on the field, but it's the highest revving. Something like 9,000 RPM, I believe. Listen to that exhaust note. We've got the Corvette chasing down. As we finish lap 3 here. So this is a long race. Let's have a look at the telemetry here. We'll see what tyres people have started on. As we go back up to the front of the field. So Papa is on the mediums. He's keeping station ahead of Harry Ryan. He's also started on the mediums. And I believe all the leaders have started on the mediums. Oh no, Peter Dongo is on the softs. He's Going for something a bit different here. Not quite capitalising on the extra pace that the softs will give him, being stuck behind Harry Ryan, but he's staying in contention. He's gapped Chris Padderjack a little bit. We're down here in 4th position in Hungry Jack's Racing. If he didn't have that 1 second penalty, I guess he'd be a little bit higher, but oh, that's the way it goes sometimes with these track penalties and the stewards. He starts on the mediums though, and currently has the fastest lap. Probably using a bit of fuel to chase down Peter Dongo there in 3rd. So Steve Shadlow also started on the softs. His tyres are starting to get on a bit there, I think. But he's up into 5th position, so he's made good progress with that. Fezza there on the softs, still fighting with Bazza there. You got Fezza and Bazza as they go through the S's here. Oh, is Bazza going to line up a pass? He's certainly lining up Fezza. All the Fezza blocks. Oh, is he going to make the move on the outside? No, not quite. Oh wait, yes he does. Oh, he's lining up on the outside here. If they come into the chicane, at the speed of the Jaguar, he just stays ahead. And the Jaguar racing car. Fezza stays ahead of Bazza. And Bazza is on the medium tyres there and doing well with his wear, I guess. And we can see the difference with Fezza's tyres there. Almost twice the wear of Bazza. As we start lap 5. So we're not even half distance yet. No one's pitted. It's too early for pit stops. So Chris Turnbull's on the softs there. Ahead of Trent Fuller, who's started on the mediums. Jordan Crane on the mediums. Fletcher Servant on the softs. Kieran Watts on the softs, and Andy Waite also on the softs. And B1 is on the mediums, and he's well, the leaders have started to overtake him now, it looks like. Oh, what's this? He's pushing Harry Ryan off into the gravel. That is absolutely uncalled for. As they're right on board here. Oh yeah, he's pushed him off. Harry's lost 2 positions there. He's riding on board with B1. Yeah, he's parking it up and letting the leaders through with the blue flags. B1 having a real trouble here for CP mode. Wow, he's beached it. Wait, what's going? Oh, and he's been hit by one of the Corvettes. I think that was Steve Shadlow. Wow. Yeah, I think B1's going to have to get disqualified from this race. And the yellow flags are out. He's in the wall. Does he even know how to drive? Wow. Well, while he sorts himself out there, Papa up here in 1st position as we come to finish lap 5 of the race. So the leading 4 are still well ahead in their own little group, as we've got Peter Dongo in 2nd, Chris Padderjack up to 3rd after Harry Ryan got pushed back down to 4th, unfortunately. But the leading pack's still ahead of Bazza, who has capitalised on the carnage. And yeah, Steve Shadlow's the one that hit B1 there, who's now behind Trent Fuller. Who's also got Jordan Crane behind him in 8th. These 3 fighting for 6th, 7th and 8th position. As the sun sets here on the Nurburgring, visibility will become a bit more difficult at certain points on the track. Spotting your braking, also with the tyre wear. That's what these endurance races are all about. And there's double points on offer. Instead of the 25 points for the win, you'll get 50 points. And Trent in 6th position here would usually get 8 points. He'll be on for 16 points if he were to finish in 6th position, as he is now, ahead of Jordan Crane, who is lining up a path to Steve Shadlow, and he's done it. Up into 7th place. So Bazza here in 5th, starting to gap Trent here, while these guys have a bit of a battle. Oh, is Jordan Crane going to make the pass? Yes, he is. Oh, but Trent's got him back. Trent's got him back down on the inside. What great racing here as we come into the S's. Trent's staying ahead of Jordan Crane. Look at Steve Shadlow here. He's making the pass as we swap to the Monster Energy racing car. Blocks the inside, stays ahead, stays well ahead. So we should be seeing cars pitting soon. Any of the leading pack pitting? Yes, Peter Dongo that takes it into the pits as he was on the soft tyres. Pitting probably a lap or two early, but he will get a strong undercut here. Let's watch the pit crew do their thing as Peter makes his way down the pit lane here at the Nurburgring. I don't know what the speed limit is, but oh, here he is. Good work there from the boys as the fuel goes in. We've got some more people in the pits here now as well. Jordan Crane pitting with the mediums, and Chris Turnbull with the, oh look at that the Pink Panthers there, ready to service the Corvette. That looks cool. And Peter Dongo's still here, still fueling. Oh, he's off, he's out of the pits and in 9th position on the medium tyres, fueled to the end. Let's see what he can do with 9 laps to go. He'll have quite a stint here. But as the others pit, I'm sure he'll make up positions easy. There's Fezza and Kieran here find themselves on the track. It's right on board with Fezza as he tries to make his way past the Mercedes, the Petronas AMG Mercedes here, whose livery got applied at last minute, hasn't quite conformed to the regulations, but that'll get sorted. It's good to see lots of people here watching the ETGT League at the Nürburgring. And a big turnout from the grid too. 14 drivers out of potential 16 slots, which will fill up soon enough, I'm sure. Let's get back into the leading pack here. Papa is, he's in charge. He's certainly a fair few seconds ahead of Chris Paterjack here in second, who's done well to, get to second, I guess. Didn't think this track would be his strongest, but the Jaguar is holding up against the Mercedes and the Corvette as we head down to turn 2. So we're on lap 8. This is heading to half distance of this race. If this was a sprint race, this would be the last lap. As Trent Fuller's found himself up to 4th position now, thanks to the other guys pitting around him. Let's have a look and see what his tyres are like. His mediums are halfway there on the front. He'll probably be pitting this lap or the next, but then he'll be on the soft tyre. So let's see if we'll be able to up the pace after he pits. So Peter Dongo's already made up a ton of positions thanks to the guys in front of him pitting. We've got Fezza there, the Jaguar Racing Squad, Steve Shadlow there, Turnbull's teammate, and the Petronas Mercedes parking it up. So who's jumping who in the pits? Chris Turnbull in 9th. Oh, he's just about to pass Jordan Crane there. What's happened to Jordan Crane? Maybe he's got some damage. Maybe he's warming up the tyres. Something's definitely happened there. That was some problems. So Andrew waits up to 9th. Not sure if he's pitted yet. Let's have a look at his telemetry. No, he's definitely not pitted, and he's making these softs last, well, as long as he can, I guess. As the others go past him. And Chris Turnbull there on the fresh mediums. Same with Steve Shadlow. And we've got Bazar further ahead in 6th. So it looks like he'll be up to 5th position when Trent pits and Peter Dongo overtakes Trent. I've got that BMW, just sounds awesome. The oldest car on the grid in terms of year that it was manufactured. The Ben's making it work at the moment, trying to settle in for Team Green. And Trent Fuller's in the pits with the Castron Racing squad out there with new softs for Trent Fuller and some gas. And Peter Dongo's back in fourth position. So the others in front haven't pitted yet. Papa there still in the mediums. Chris Padajak there in the mediums too, with a lot more wear, as we can see there. On the front's halfway compared to Papa, which we'll look at again. Yeah, he's really in charge and got pace to spare. Padajak's fighting Harry Ryan here. He's showing decent pace. He's catching up to the Hungry Jacks Racing Jaguar. Harry Ryan's did a good job last round, winning the second race, getting escorted off in the Coca-Cola helicopter, which is not here with us today. It was only a one-round sponsorship deal. Oh, and they both pitted. Both in the pits. Hungry Jacks Racing and Harry Ryan for Coca-Cola Racing. Once that goes on, Peter Dongo will look to capitalise on this. Oh, there's a yellow flag there. Something's happened. Was that B1? Yes, it is. B1's parked it on the circuit for some reason. And there we go. Bazza in 5th place. He's about 10 seconds behind Peter Dongo there. And look at B1, he's still parked it, has he? Yes he has. What's happened here? What's going on? Is his gearbox broken? Can he not get it into gear? That's really not a good spot to park it at all. Oh, he's gotten the going. B1 there, yeah, definitely having trouble. As Chris Padajak gets out of the pits. Put on his soft tyres. So 7 laps to go, including this one. He'll be looking to catch Peter Dongo, who's well, a fair few seconds up ahead, having the undercut there, pitting first, getting rid of those softs that he had. And Bazza's got the fastest lap there, up into 4th place. Well, he's gotten ahead of Harry Ryan in the pits. Like Harry Ryan's pitted for extra fuel, I'm guessing. He's found himself behind with the Team Green BMW. Was lining up the overtake though, down the inside, gets it done. It's on the fresher tyres. And these two BMW and Mercedes giving the home crowd something to cheer about. Oh, and Papa's in the pits. It's finally pitted, as we're still riding on board here with Bazza. He's having a bit of a lonely race, to be fair, at the moment, but he'll try keeping the slipstream as long as possible with Harry Ryan. So Papa in the pits there, so get rid of those, those mediums that really weren't all that worn out. Put some gas in the car and off you go. So Peter Dongo is going to actually take the lead of the race as we head into lap 11. There's a bit of cloud cover on the circuit here, but the radar says there will be no rain. And he has taken the lead. Peter Dongo in first position on the medium tyres. Mr. Sate there in second. No, Papa there in second. Or Mr. Sate. Oh no, yes. Mr. Sate. Chris Padajak does get ahead in second position, ahead of Papa. I don't think Papa would have been expecting that, but I don't think he's too worried. He is on the soft tyres, fresh softs, and quite frankly, he's the man. He's the man of the moment. So a quick word on Mitchell Collin, who did make an appearance on track in qualifying, as the fans will rightly point out, who were here to witness it, but couldn't make it for the race. He's having some trouble in the garage for Collin Racing Team, and he just couldn't make it to the grid, which is a shame because I think he would have started in second, lining up against Papa. We could have been right in this position right now, but Mitchell Collin will be at the next race. We've got to the Autodromo Largo Maggiore circuit in Italy to finish off the European leg of the first season of ETGT League. So Papa, I think, is just sitting behind Pavers here. He's probably thinking to himself, wow, I'm in second place. After everything that's happened, after thinking the equipment he's got is inferior, he's racing well. As they chase down Peter Donga here, who's having issues with B1 again, it seems. B1 managing to still be on the track somehow, as they head into lap 12. Let's go down the grid, have a bit of a recap here. So Peter Dongo there in first position, and Chris Padajak here in second place, with Michael Papa just behind him. Let's see how they go and how they fare into turn 1 here. Was Papa going to take a dive on the inside? He's lining up the pass. No. Chris Padajak manages to stay ahead, or Papa gets a bit wily there on the exit, and he'll have to settle for third at the moment still. So Harry Ryan down here in fourth seems to have a bit of a penalty actually, as they navigate their way past the they're lapping, I should say, Andy Waite, who I think is actually lapping B1. Such is the difference of pace between these lads. And Bazza here in fifth, showing those guys how it should be done, relatively speaking. Well, not if he's going to do that. Oh, he takes it to the grass. Soft tyres are certainly crying out for help here. I wonder why he hasn't pitted yet. Maybe a communication problem with the team. He really should be pitting already for the mediums. Now we've got Trent Fuller here in sixth, who has pitted, and there's a good chance to overtake Bazza actually. He's making his way through the S's. Well, we'll go back to Trent here, who has pitted. He's coming up to the hairpin. We'll keep an eye on that and see where he finishes. Steve Shadlow, about 5 or so seconds behind Trent on the mediums. Just has to keep it on the track and he'll finish in the points, I guess. And Fezzo, another 5 or so seconds just behind him. It's a bit of a field spread here as we head to 3/4 race distance. The sun's setting here at the Nurburgring. Kieran Watts is in 9th place. Seems to have made up a few positions despite being kind of slow early on, trying to navigate his way through the pack, but he's in the points paying position in 9th place. And Chris Turnbull in 10th on the softs. Has he pitted again, has he actually? I think he has. Seeing what he can do at the end of the race on the faster tyres. Staying ahead of Fletcher Sermon here, who's in 11th, well, we haven't seen much of him besides what happened at the start with B1 and some of the other guys at the back of the pack. We would have hoped for more. Fletcher is showing promise here in the Lexus, the only Lexus on the grid. He's just got to put everything together in qualifying in the race and avoid trouble, I guess. But he can still finish in the points if he gets ahead of Chris Turnbull here, who's just ahead of him. As we go into 12th place, Jordan Crane is about 5 or so seconds behind that pack. Yeah, after getting sort of taken out at the start of the race, might have been hoping for a bit more too. Mustang just out of the points. And the second team green car with Andy Waite gets shown the blue flags here. Who's behind him there? Oh, it's his teammate. So Bazza overtaking or soon to be overtaking his teammate. The two BMWs here, looking good on track together. Just to be even better if they're on the same lap. As he lets his teammate through, and he's beached it. Naomi's beached it. So he's on lap 12, whilst the other guys are on lap 13, so he's about half a lap behind. The B1 is on lap 10, so he's 4 laps behind the leaders. Really struggling to get to grips here with racing. Definitely a review of his driving will be going on behind the scenes here at ETGT. So Peter Dongo, it's 2.5 laps to go. He's in first place. The Papa is really just behind him, creeping up on him, I'm sure. He's on the softs. He's on the faster tyre. He's going to want to use all that pace. Let's just enjoy this. He's right on board with Papa here. Keeps it smooth. He uses as much of the track as he can. On the throttle when he needs to be. Oh, he's really caught up there to Peter, who's probably trying to save fuel as well. Oh, he's really got up through the S's there. Oh. But Michael had nowhere to go. There was nowhere to overtake him there. Oh, is he, oh, I thought he had the move done actually on the outside there, but... Oh, Peter's... Oh, he's binned it. He's on the grass. Oh no. It's Chris Padajak and Harry Ryan capitalising the drama there. He's just lost it on the curbing, and that's a shame there. It was a guaranteed podium finish there for Peter Dongo. Same thing happened in the second race at Dragon Trail actually. Was the pressure getting to him? Was the strategy wrong? There'll be a debrief there at Team 53, that's for sure. As Papa starts lap 15 in the lead, ahead of Chris Padajak, who is in second place, ahead of Harry Ryan. Well, this battle for the second and third place is surely going to heat up in the next couple of laps. Peter Dongo there in fourth, and Trent Fuller in fifth position. As we suspected would happen. Oh wait, but oh, his tyres have gone off. So even though, yeah, so Bazza has pitted, he's got fresh softs now. And Trent Fuller, yeah, his tyres are going to have to last till the end. We'll see if he can make those last. Steve Shadlow's kind of just behind as well. 7th position. Fezzer in 8th. He's having he's by himself there at the moment. Well, he's coming up to B1 there on track. That's going to be great. Jordan Craig at 9th. Kieran Watts in 10th. As we head back to the leaders here. Right on board with Chris Padajak. As we're heading through the S's, soft tyres are halfway done. He has enough fuel for one more lap surely. It hasn't hit red yet. Oh, but look at the fuel there on Harry Ryan's car. He's almost got probably double what Chris Padajak has. The tyres are very similar, but he can keep it in the one fuel mix and be able to chase down the Jaguar with no worries. As we head to the last lap of the race here. Oh yeah, Harry Ryan. This has happened. This happened before in the first round, in the first race, on the last lap, where Harry Ryan was able to sneak up, just able to snatch second. It was second place there, or was it third? I've forgotten. As we head into the final lap, Harry Ryan just behind Chris Padajak there as we ride aboard the Coca-Cola Racing AMG. Is he going to line up a pass into the turn one? No, he won't. But he'll be looking to certainly stay as close as possible. Oh! The steering there. You can see with the steering wheel there, he's had to correct the side. He tries desperately to pass Chris Padajak just up ahead, whose tyre wear is just a little bit worse. I'm sure he's feel like he's struggling as well. The pressure's on. Harry Ryan's got the fastest lap too, so he'll score an extra point if he manages to keep that fastest lap. Look at the mirrors there, the Coca-Cola racing car, keeping Chris busy. Is he going to make a move down here into the hairpin? No. Jaguar stays ahead. So Michael Papa there in first position is going to take out the victory. He's well ahead of second and third position. Dominated the race, dominated qualifying. Didn't get the fastest lap, unfortunately. He couldn't complete the clean sweep, but he'll be getting the 50 points here. Well-deserved victory for CP Motorsports and for Mercedes AMG. Their car looking good on track at home at the Nürburgring. Look, he's kept his soft tyres really well as he finishes the final lap of the race. As he takes the final turn. Race 3 victory goes to Michael Papa. Time to celebrate, I'm sure, down at the Mercedes garage. So what's going to happen here? Chris Padajak is still ahead of Harry Ryan. Oh, Harry Ryan hits Chris. Oh, he's out of fuel. Chris is running out of fuel on the line. Oh, Harry Ryan takes the... yes. See, look at the throttle there. It's all red for Chris. He had no fuel. Harry Ryan finishes ahead of him. Wow, that must have been really tight there. Oh. Well, he still finishes on the podium. And Peter Dongo takes 4th place. Which could have been a podium finish if it went for that off-track excursion there. And Bazza's going to finish 5th on track here for his debut at the Nürburgring for BMW and for ETGT. Solid finish there, despite pretty chaotic start there for a lot of the grid. Yes, he takes 5th place there. And Trent Fuller's coming home in 6th position here as we head through the chicane. Oh, his tyres are completely gone. Look at that. His front left, it just doesn't exist. It's crying out for help. Oh, look, he can barely make the corner. 6th is a solid effort though. Taking double points there for 24 points there for Trent Fuller overall. And Steve Shadlow making his race debut. Has he run out of fuel? He is also, looks like he's run out of fuel. I think he's just going to finish though ahead of Fezza. No, he doesn't. Fezza takes 7th. Steve Shadlow there on the line, 8th. And Jordan Crane 9th. Yeah, I think Steve Shadlow's just run out of fuel there. As Chris Turnbull finishes 11th. Fletcher in 12th position. Naomi in 13th. And B1's, well, what is B1 doing? He's still on the track. Everyone's been lapped, everyone's finished, everyone's crossed the line. We're just waiting on B1 here. And, well, I guess he was doing donuts for the crowd or something like that. He brings up the rear in 14th place.
Well, that was some great action there towards the end between Chris Padajak and Harry Ryan. Chris just running out of fuel, but still finishing on the podium, and Papa winning commandingly. It's a solid result for CP Motorsport there. It's also a solid result for Bazza in 5th place in the M3 BMW for his debut race. And also finishing in the points on his debut race is Kieran Watzik in 10th position, as well as Steve Shadlow in 8th. So in the double points endurance race, Michael Papa takes the first position and the pole position, so he'll have 51 points. Harry Ryan with the fastest lap there will take 37 points for also finishing second. Chris Padajak in third will have 30 points. And Bazza in 5th position there, taking home 20 points, which is solid for his debut race. So as we take a look at the updated drivers standings, and Harry Ryan is still in the lead. However, he is 15 points ahead of Michael Papa, who was shot right up the standings with, well, he took 51 points from that round there. So, yeah, it's understandable that he's shot all the way up the field there. Chris Padajak there still hanging on to third, 1 point ahead of Peter Dongo in 4th position. Unfortunately, Mitchell Collin couldn't race today. He did qualify, but his team couldn't make it out in the grid, so he didn't score any points today. So Trent Fuller matches him on 30 points there. And Bazza has shot up to 8th place, just behind Fezza. So as we look at the team standings here, Coca-Cola Racing is still in 1st position. However, CP Motorsports have really shot up there, thanks to Michael Papper's victory. And Hungry Jack's Racing still in 3rd place there. Team Green has also shot up the standings with 24 points, just behind Jaguar Racing in 8th position. And in the manufacturer standings, Mercedes-AMG have really shot ahead now, thanks to CP Motorsports' efforts in that round. Jaguar have also pulled ahead of Ford and are now in 2nd place. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for round 2 of season 1 of ETGT League. Thank you for tuning in and watching. That was an action-packed race. So there's no change at the top of the championship standings, but it sure is shaping up to be quite a battle. Round 3 next, another sprint round. We're going to head to the Autodromo Lago Maggiore circuit in Italy. And it should be exciting round there. Tune in next time on ETGT League.